All right. How's everyone doing this morning? Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to play around with this for a little bit. And a good old power hour. I'm gonna try to make Friday power hour a thing and have more focused topics. We'll see. We'll see. All right, let's do it like this. We have this here, which has the examples. We're gonna leverage that. Russell, thank you so much for the resubscribe. Today's Power Hour is brought to you by Russell. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna try this really quickly. I think I'm going to go this route for the UI. How do you fight with a loot? As I would tell my children, probably if you're going to fight with a loot. If you're going to fight with either of them, probably better do it carefully. At least the AI didn't insult us all. Like, partially, I've wondered if I should update it to, like, tell it to try to insult us slyly, but I feel like it does it well enough that I don't need to, like, encourage it. I don't need to encourage it. We need to actually release a new update. I haven't released a new. My color's all funky this morning. 1 second. I haven't released a new update to it. I want to like change how it displays on the screen. But one of the reasons I haven't is that code all sits in the Twitch alerts, and it uses like half of the same stuff the game does. I'm actually thinking at this point, I thought there'd be like a lot of crossover, and I think it just bloats the project. I think we might actually split the two projects out. Twitch alerts on one side and Twitch plays games in another repo. It would simplify them. It'll also make it where like the people that, if somebody wanted to use one or the other, I don't know. I'm thinking about moving them, separating them apart, especially because now if I want to make an update to Twitch alerts, I'm making it an update to both. I don't know. I'm not a big mono repo person. I don't know what I did. Anyways, CD dash, right? That's what we do here. I'm learning. I might be old. I might take a long time to learn new tricks, but I'm learning. All right, let's see. Actually, so I think I'm just gonna make a new project. Yeah. Cargo new. Do we just call it UI? We'll call it a client. All right, and it added it as a member of the workspace. Cool. I think we're gonna try this. I don't know. This might be a mistake. This might be a mistake. I haven't actually kept track of the changes between 1 and 3. Now, what this will necessitate, and I think this is fine because I'd like to do it, is this will mean that we need to use 2024 throughout it, so that's fine. Okay. All right, now they do, this is for all the examples, they use just these few dependencies, so mostly just the project itself. I'm wondering if I really need to pull in these. We'll see. I'm just going to is this not in crates.io? Hasn't been updated for a while, has it? Maybe I don't do this then. Shoot. Is it really that long since it's been... I mean, it probably really doesn't need an update, does it? I didn't realize this. You're right, it might not need to be. Scott B. This morning's Power Hour is brought to you by Scott B. and Russell. Thank you, both of you. I truly mean it. Maybe it doesn't need to be, like, you know, I think that it's too often, like, it can be a complete project and, like, not necessarily need updated. And it kind of does what I want, right? We're still gonna try it. Like, we're still gonna implement it. Like, if we decide something else, I'm not gonna stop doing what I was gonna do this morning. We're gonna try it, and, well... We'll see. All I really want to do for this is have like a simple 1 day, maybe one file client that people could hit the thing with. It's probably going to be more than that, but I didn't want it to be too complicated. Like the front end wasn't the big point here. I guess that's why I had gone back and forth on stuff, is because we could do like a HTMX client, or we could do a web front end, or we could do like all these things, but also that seemed outside of what a lot of people would leverage Rust for anyways in the first place. So like, I don't know. Scott B, you got your mojo back? Oh, wait. Oh, this is very different, isn't it? Oh. One second. Yeah. Let's figure this out. I need to do a Mojo stream. I do. Oh gosh. Which one? Where do I find this RS on crates? Maybe it's not on crates because, like, in their examples they don't use crates there, but they do have a version, which I mean can just go to. This just goes to a tag, right? If you do this, if you do it with git and you give it a version, that just goes to a. I don't know that for certain, right? I'm making that up as I say it. Let's go back. All right, let's see. We want to search for this. This one looks okay, like 1 year ago, okay, but version 12, which is the version that this has, right? Version 12, yeah, okay. There's actually been a decent amount of work. I guess it hasn't for like 6 months, but since the last version release. Okay. Let's see what repo this. This is the right repo too. Okay. You're right, Russell. You're right. Yeah, I should have been looking at chat. Should have been looking at chat. Okay. Okay. We're just we're gonna be just trying this out. Let's see. Let's go look at this examples. We just want the hello world. Let's just run with this. Mod support. What is this mod support? Interesting. This is in the examples. They have a support folder. What do these do? I'm assuming it's just like file handlers and stuff. Simple init. Is this leveraged in what we were doing? It is. It is oh, I mean, I guess it would have to be. Simple init. Init with startup. Some comments would have been great. What are these things doing? Oh, okay. So this is just wrapping like this Windows startup code. Okay. Like with a title and whatnot. I think I see. Let's see. What about RTGE? Look, Scott, I don't mind doing that, possibly, at some time, for something fun. This is meant to be educational, not educational in the depths of my sanity, or lack thereof, but the idea was to make it, to just show them that they could build a quick, actually this looks like I haven't actually leveraged this much, but like if you wanted just a quick UI for, you know, I might actually leverage this myself more often, because if I just want a quick UI for something that I've done around the house, you know, all my lights in the basement office that we're building will be programmable, so we can leverage like some quick, easy UI. We could make a web UI, but we might just do something like this. All right, yeah. So this just looks like it's doing really simple setup, right? We have window attributes. You have to give it a last frame. Okay, that's interesting. Allow deprecated. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, so I'm looking at this and like none of it, like whatever. None of this is like horrible. My question here, I don't really want to use this because like this isn't simple and fast for, I mean, I could just say like copy and paste this code. I copied and pasted it. I kind of thought they would have like in it, like this simple in it as part of the library. This whole thing is required. Probably for all of the examples. Did we look at imgui? I actually like the examples being full self-contained projects because then you can look at this and see like all of the actual requirements instead of being mixed in with everything else, which I think is cool. You don't shadow depend on something or have to figure out the dependencies of something because you use something that was in the project. Is this simpler or is this? I feel like I don't hate like this. Like we can copy and paste this. I just don't know if this is good to do in a... I'm sitting here and I'm like, I probably either need to just do all of this, which then I feel like isn't a great, like, hey, you want a quick UI. I either need to do all of it or just have them copy and paste it. Or this looks a little simpler. I can't run this easily here. I'm just gonna try to run this here really quickly. What are our dependencies here? So this is a workspace. I don't know. Okay, maybe I take this back. Maybe I take this back. This is not as pure as I was hoping. Let's look at the README. README. Okay, well, we'll just go with this. Hopefully we don't need a feature. Probably not. Probably not, right? Let's see, what are the feature flags? See you, Russell. Thanks for joining in a little bit. A new puppy. Ooh, 3 dogs. How old is the puppy? I'm assuming it's like a puppy, like what? 8-ish weeks? Is that when you get them? I know we just got a puppy. Well, I say that. He's like 9 months old. So he's still puppy, but oh, yeah. Our other dog is a pound rescue. She was like 1.5 years. I would still consider her a little bit of a puppy. Well, not now. Not now. Now she's like much older. Now she's much older. But she was a pound rescue. So disbanded me. Okay, I'm not sure I care about this so much. Let's just go to the examples really quickly. Let's just go to the repo. Let's see. Oh, I'm... This is not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Yeah, we were just gonna go... I don't know exactly what to import. So we're just going to just try this and see what it complains. We'll look at it. We'll look at it, of course. So yeah, it's using E-frame, which is interesting, right? Because like, it looks like it pulls in the project as E-frame with the default features instead of imgui, which is interesting. Can we just change this to imgui? Do they all do this? Yeah, they're pulling it in as E-frame. I've never really seen this. I'm sure it's a thing that people do. Let's look at their cargo here. Let's see. So there is no imgui. Oh, there is. Creates imgui. So E-frame is not part of the members, but it is in the crates. Let's see what it says here. E-frame is the official framework library for writing apps using imgui. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, I've heard good things about Bevy. I don't care about the web. Don't care about audio, file logs, HTTP client. We'll use request. I mean, these aren't really companion crates. These are just like useful crates. Chrono. Okay, okay. Okay, so really we need E-frame. I see, I see. So all the demos don't use the imgui library, they use E-frame as a shortcut. I see. So how do I use it? Does crates.io have an E-frame, or do I have to like import the project? Does this go to the right place? That's the question we must ask. It does. It does. That's good. Okay. Okay. What was this? Don't care about this. We don't care about that. Let's see. I did want to look at what the Bevy eGUI did. Cool. Mini quad. Oh, the music stopped. Actually, I think that yeah, it's still having problems. Still having problems. Let's find another. For some reason, a lot of the stream beats that I play are not currently working. So we're just gonna listen to this playlist again. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, that was good. All right. Let's see. Wait. Event. You can come out after awesome. Yeah, don't care. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Let's go back to it. We need to actually do this. Let's see. So we do need E-frame. So let's jump into the cargo and do. I don't know. I don't think we have to. Do we have to import eGUI or can we just do E-frame? I don't know. I also forget what version it was. E-frame. This one right here. Let's do a feature though on this. They in the examples they just did default, right? All right. Now, does this? Come on, LSP. Come on. I have E-frame. Can you? Is this right? Almost. Ooh. Logged it. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. I don't know what the latest version is. Let's go check that out. What I need to work on Firefox is I don't want to use a mouse. I know that there's things to browse. What's your guys' favorite for browsing the web without a mouse? There's some basic ones, but I also know that there's some plugins that you can use. I would like to not use the mouse. For like just basic simple stuff like this. I don't know if I've ever used mvlogger. eGUI extras. This gives us image support. Okay. I don't think we need this. Let's leave that like that. I don't want to include more than we need to. Have I ever checked out Ratatouille? Yeah, I have, Liquid. Absolutely. We actually talked about, now, I will have to admit I'm a bit biased. If I make a TUI, let's see how I would rank these Rust TUI applications. I would probably rank it like this. If I was going to make a simple, something like what we're going to do right now, I would probably be more apt to use Anathema. I just think it's an easier, simple layout. Like, if I'm just gonna make like a simple thing with some simple, this is what we actually made when we do Twitch plays Wordle, which if you join tomorrow, we'll play Wordle. That's made with this. Super simple to make something pretty good looking. If I was going to make a terminal game, I'd probably use Ratatouille, 100%. And if you haven't, you made it more, that's cool. Liquid, if you don't know, there's a streamer, Togglebit. You should go check them out. He is the guy that creates this. And he streams work on it and other random stuff. So, if you're so inclined to check out a more experienced developer, Rust developer, streamer. He's just more experienced in a lot of ways. A lot of ways. We don't need to go into all the ways. Oh, cool. Okay, I actually like this a whole lot better. I think we're gonna run with this. Yeah, Scott. I mean, those two. I mean, okay. I could probably actually point you to some people on Stack Overflow. But yeah, those two definitely are up there with the Rust experience. Let's see if we can't just kind of stumble our way through this. Let's see. Okay, so we have... This is the impl for my app. Okay, so this is like the update you gotta call on. I see. So this is just, wait. Where do we define what do we define what it looks like on update? I guess we do. So we get this for every frame. It's kind of gross, but all right. So this, okay, I see. So we're not defining what the viewport looks like up here. We are purely doing that on update. Okay, we can work with this. We can work with this. We can. I'm like hyping myself up. The only thing I need to find out is a list now. Right? Do we have a list? Images. Serial windows. Serial windows. I'm just allergic to windows. Can't put that word in there. I need a list. External event loop. Custom window frame. Custom style. Custom keypad. Custom font. Which one of these do you think would have a list in it? A file dialog, right? I don't care about the file. Oh, no, this is an open file dialog. Never mind, that's not what I want. What's par stand for here? I feel like par is one of those overused... Parallel, okay. I was gonna say overused words. Is there no list-like thing? All right, we can find it. We can find it. Let's see. This is a imgui slider. Let's just like dumpster dive for this. Let's do imgui list, label, layout, layer ID, lerp. We like larping, but I'm not sure about lerping. Okay, so no list. What would be another good name for it? I don't want to go through all of these. There's a lot of functions. Menu. Here's some enums. UI kind theme shape. These don't seem to be like the... Seem more like options, not sources. Man, I talked about just making a TUI for this. Don't make me go back to the TUI. All right, these are all enums. All right, here we go. ID, UI, area, atom, grid, mesh, vec. Maybe we do a vec 2. Is this what a list is? What's a vec to be? A vec to be or not a vec to be? So yeah, we have checkbox, combo box, font data, icon data, raw input, response, text edit, user data, area data, font, tweak, hyperlink, image size, modifiers, right, a separator, side panel, input state, scroll area, text format. Maybe you just build it out of text formats. Like, you just build the list? There's no, like, list widget? I thought there might be, like, a widget for it. It does not appear widget rec. Oh, guess what I did? I got all of this. I got two things. Let's see what are the two things. Oh, I figured out how to. I figured out how to run stuff through drun, which was fun. So now I have the beta. I have the beta of Godot, and I can launch it through this, which is pretty cool. Now, one thing that I did this test Rust Godot, like doing Rust in Godot. I think maybe my first Godot thing will just use Godot to learn Godot. One of the problems I ran into this is the Godot thing doesn't support the beta yet. Or, yeah. So, yeah. Anyways, I got this up and running though, which was pretty cool. And I got like the Rust project integrated and everything. Just this this Godot doesn't actually support the beta yet. So there's not much more to go with that. But I also think it might be better to learn Godot leveraging GScript first. I think. I obviously could be wrong, but all right. So they do a scroll area, and I'm guessing the list is just in the scroll area. Okay. This is interesting, but yeah, okay, so we have this scroll area with a vertical auto shrink, false, stick to bottom, true, show UI. This is just the UI that we have here, right? That's in this imgui central panel. Okay. They add a button, and then the rest is the scroll area. Which will, okay, I think we kind of actually want to do something like this, right? We want to do like all of our stuff and then a scroll area. We probably need to do something like imgui because we haven't like actually, probably needs to be something like that, yeah. And now this was just showing whatever was in text. So we've got to... Ooh, how do we do this? I'm guessing... So we're going to make requests to the back end. But I guess that probably all just gets stored in my app. So let's put... yeah, we'll just put a text string here. And we'll put in... text, hello world. This is a long text that should be scrollable. Fair. Let's see what let's see what this looks like. It should be scrollable, but it is it's a pretty big window. Do we want to see if it's actually scrollable? 59. That's the magic. It is indeed scrollable. Okay, cool. So I'm hoping what we can do is then put like buttons, like this button right over here, right? Let's try that in the scrollable. Oh, these aren't lines, so we probably actually want to make this an array. Let's see. Yeah, so in here, we've got to do the logic to lay those out, right? Because we'll want to lay these out, and each button should be like assigned. Because basically, we want to be able to complete tasks and add tasks. Okay, I got this. Sergeant Pepper is using Godot in Rust? You mean using Rust in Godot? Goober Von Duber. Welcome. How are you doing today? Yeah, no, I plan to do it. So one of the things that we're planning on doing is we're planning on making a couple fun free games. And one of the things that I'd like to do is I'd like to make a general purpose networking game engine networking engine. Basically, we want to make as a group, we want to make an MMO play together, and we'll make the game engine that supports the networking, just the networking piece. Like, we're not, when I say game engine, I don't mean like the rendering or whatnot. We're leveraging Godot for that, but we're going to build our own networking, and we'll build that in Rust. So I think like a lot of the game will be just in Godot, in GScript, but then we'll put like the really performant networking library stuff in Rust in the back end. And we're going to see how that mixes well, or doesn't. We could do it all in Bevy. I thought about that. I kind of want to learn Godot. Probably the biggest problem with Bevy for me is I need a game engine that's going to hold my hand a little bit. You know, I'm not an experienced game dev. I think that this is pretty cool, but yeah, I probably want a game engine that holds my hand a little bit more. Pygame. You're using CryEngine? Cool. Does CryEngine support Linux? Like, so I know that the engine, like the engine that you build your game via, does, but like, does their editor and everything support Linux? Right? I don't know about that. Also, does it support 2D graphics? Yeah, download for PC. That hurts me. That hurts me. And no 2D graphics. Like, what is this? Realism? That's not what we do here. That's not what we do here. I know. Game. Can't believe somebody would recommend that to me. It's probably fantastic. It's probably fantastic. I don't know. Really, the choice is between, for me at least, is between Bevy and Godot. And I'd like to learn Godot, so I'm going to try it in Godot. And I'm probably going to try some GScript. And then I'm probably going to try to add Rust to it. And then we'll see if we go all Rust or we do a combo. I feel like I'm going to do a combo. I did this with my Unreal Engine, where like I know C++ and I would do some of the really performant stuff in C++. But then it was really convenient just to do some of the stuff in blueprints, where like you could just fiddle with it without recompiling stuff. And if you expose some of the settings through the C++ or through the blueprints, then you could like tweak those things without recompiling and everything, which was fantastic. I feel like we could probably do the same thing with, you know, you make the really performance stuff there in because I mean, like, I'm not an expert in Godot, but the backend's in C or C++. I don't know which one. I guarantee it's in C or C++. Which one is it? I guarantee it. I say that. I don't actually know, but I'm sure that it's not in GScript. Okay, C++. You just create the game from scratch like an Epic Chat? You know what? Goober Von Duber. I want to actually finish the game. And I am not epic enough to do it all. Yeah, so let's see. Let's really quickly want to do something really quickly like this. Can we update this to be like a vec of strings? I myself am not nearly that. I freely admit my limitations. I have many of them. Like, I'm not great at Vim. It's a statement of fact. Let's see. Not plus, but thank you. Let's see. What am I doing? I am trying to make a Vec here. Here. I love how you censor them. Welcome. Goober Von Duber, welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. Okay, Scott B has a point. There is one thing that I like it for. I think that we could make configs out of Pickle, but Pickle was made by Apple, and nobody likes pickled apples, really. You don't like hear people talking about pickled apples, which is probably the weird part. And I think that if Pickle was made by something other than Apple, Pickle would actually be like a really good choice. But unfortunately, that happened. And so now we either have to create a clone of Pickle, which nobody really likes the idea of because Pickle already exists. So like, why make a clone of it? Or, or we have to make something entirely new, which seems like a lot of work. And Lua is just good enough. Just like, it just gets you over the hill, right? All right, now we could do 2 of these. Line 2. Line 3. Let's just do line 3. And line 4. And line 5. Okay, but we won't do a line 6. That would just be silly. Don't want to be silly. Don't be that person. All right. Now what I was going to say is that now we have to do something like 4-line, inline. We can do this. Cool. And we can also do like UI.button. Finish task. Yeah, something like this. Cool. Delete this. All right, this should display the lines, but there should also be a button beside them. Yes. We'll see. I said beside them. It's not beside them, but like it's there. Okay, cool. All right, sometimes the best thing to do in life is to ignore chat and just let them be. Dang it, you guys are in my mind. Okay, I wanted them to be on the same line, right? Do I have to pass in this line? How do I get them to be in line? So we're in a scroll. Scrollable area. Maybe I have to wrap these things.
Ooh, I bet you I have to wrap them into a single object, right?
That's good. But okay. Either way, we've got a working UI. This is cool. Okay. All right. And that is, I have to jump to work. Got a busy day. Sorry I can't stream for any longer, but yep, that was the power hour. It was a little more than an hour. It was an hour and a half. I meant for it only to be an hour. I have a lot of work to do. So. I'm missing out. I do plan on trying Mojo or Moho. I don't know whether it's Mojo, Mojo. Like it's in a quantum world, it's all three of them. And it's impossible to know unless if you know where the person who created the project was born. Like, that's the only way to know how to pronounce that word, is to know where they were born. If you don't know where they were born, you can't pronounce it correctly. It's impossible. It's absolutely impossible. It doesn't matter what they say. It cannot be done. Mogo, yeah, right. Like I said, it can be pronounced so many ways. There's no way of knowing unless if you actually know where the person was born. That's the only thing that defines how it's pronounced. Do we have a person to raid this morning? Mojito. Do we have a person that deserves a raid with a fantastic group of people that's going to sidetrack them? I'm looking. JavaScript and Python. That was a bait. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go let you guys raid whoever you want. All right, I have to get going. I can't keep looking. I almost got baited to raid Python. Go check out that person. I don't know how to pronounce their head. They you know, we'll raid them. We'll go ahead and raid them. I have to go. They're probably so good at Python. You're going to learn something, whether you like it or not. Go have fun learning something. Don't give them crap about Python. Okay, just leave. Go somewhere else, okay? And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, thank you so much for the follow.